Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Better Together at Science with Shinrai Sensei. And today we will do a quick lesson on fossils. Mostly what are they and how do they form, right? And so fossils are bones from long dead animals or plants or, living things, long dead living things. Their remnants are fossilized through a process where their organic materials like skin, bones, uh, hair, leaves, all the different parts of a fungus, if they get buried in a sedimentary rock, in sediment, right? Like if they get buried in wet sand by a beach or a river, or if they get buried in like clay or something like that, then over the course of tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands, anywhere from tens of thousands to literal hundreds of millions of years, right? Over the course of that time, the organic particles eventually will be replaced as they escape from or are, otherwise uh, forced out of the shape that they were, right? That shape then becomes a rock with parts that are still looking like their bone, but it's mostly rock, right? And so if you talk to somebody that's, in paleontology or something like that, you'll find out that these, they don't really classify as bones because while they may be in the shape of bones or similar structures, they're actually more inorganic rock than they are organic flesh or blood or anything like that, right? They're less organic material than they are rock because of the rocks replacing stuff. And actually, that process is part of the way that they can date them due to certain carbon isotopes and how long it takes them to deteriorate. We have radiocarbon dating, which allows us to get a rough estimate as to how old certain fossils are based on the amount of certain um, carbon. I think it's carbon 14 if off the top of my head, but I'm not 100% sure. But certain carbon molecules, whether or not they're present and in what concentrations they're present, determines how long they've been fossilized, right? So fossils pretty simple. It's anything that takes the shape of something living, any rock that looks like something alive and used to be something alive got trapped inside of sediment and eventually was fossilized, once again through a process where the organic material is replaced by inorganic rock. That's fossilization, and it's what led us to so many important and just really cool discoveries like dinosaurs and like things such as the Carboniferous period. Uh, we've seen all sorts of things, right? Some of the coolest bones actually don't even fossilize. Some of the coolest animals that we have discovered have actually been from things like the tar pits, right? La Brea in I think it's outside of Los Angeles, but there's a place called La Brea Tar Pits, and we have a lot of bones that come from there, and they never fossilized because they actually just got preserved in tar, right? Now, after the tar would have eventually settled and would have needed to be, chipped away at as it formed into solid rock, then we may have had an issue where it would have been fossils at that point. But, the fossilization process doesn't happen the same way in that, particular venue. But once again, that's pretty much the basics on fossils. Not a lot to worry about taking notes on today. Just kind of a fun, fun episode about something rather interesting, right? So if you guys have any questions about fossils or the fossilization process, please leave them in the comment section below. I will answer anything you guys got. If you have any suggestions for future episodes, once again, leave it in the comment section below, or please feel free to contact me at my Twitter handle, ShinraiSensei15, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Peace!